What's up, everybody? Baby Huey here for 107.7 The Bone, and WWE is coming back to the Bay Area for two shows. WWE Supershow will be at the Chase Center in San Francisco on Saturday, September 30th, and WWE's Monday Night Raw will be at the SAP Center in San Jose on Monday, October 2nd. Tickets for both shows are on sale now over at Ticketmaster.com. And joining me to talk all about is the current NXT North American Champion and a member of the Judgment Day. It's Dirty Dominik Mysterio. How's it going, Dominik?
What's up, man? It's going pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, great to be talking to you. Super excited. So much I want to get through and talk about, but I do have to cover the obvious. Unfortunately, there was some sad news came out this morning. Mustafa Ali tweeted out he's no longer with WWE, and you're supposed to have a match with him next weekend at NXT's No Mercy. So, and unfortunately, there were some other releases as well with WWE. I just kind of get your thoughts on that whole situation.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation that very talented people have to go through situations like this. But at the end of the day, it's out of our control. We do whatever we can and put our best foot forward. But as far as No Mercy goes, I'm just gonna have to wait and see who my opponent will be.
Absolutely. So definitely tune in to NXT Tuesday nights on USA Network. And this coming episode of Monday Night Raw, you are scheduled to have a match with Dragon Lee. And he was the hot free agent signing earlier this year that came to NXT. So he's been putting on so many amazing matches with the company so far. So what's your feeling going into this match? Are you intimidated just on the style of wrestling that he does?
No, I wouldn't say I'm intimidated by Dragon Lee. I've dealt with guys like Dragon Lee my entire life, growing up in this lucha libre style of wrestling, especially someone who's tries to be like my dad. So you can say I have some experience with it. So I don't think I'm intimidated at him at all. I've already beaten him. Unfortunately, he has also had a victory over me, but it was a fluke victory. I have a clean victory over him, so I don't think I'm really intimidated by it. And I see myself walking out as still the NXT North American Champion.
I'm looking forward to that match on Monday Night Raw. And you just mentioned, he's very similar to your dad's style. And for years, fans are always wondering who's going to be the next Rey Mysterio. And there have been other wrestlers who've come through WWE and people were like, oh, maybe that's the next Rey Mysterio. So do you think Dragon Lee can be the next Rey Mysterio?
I don't think there will ever be a next Rey Mysterio. Not because he's my dad, but because the Mysterio that matters is me. I'm the one out here putting the Mysterio name on my back and taking the NXT North American title to literally all three continents or all of North America, not all three continents, just North America, which is Canada, Mexico, and the United States. No one's ever done that. So the fact that I'm out here, I'm main eventing all three shows in 1 week, literally the main event of Raw every week. There is no next Rey Mysterio. I'm the Mysterio that matters. Plain and simple.
Yeah, man. I kudos to you on just the run you've been on so far. And I got to ask about your travel schedule because, as you mentioned, you're on Monday Night Raw with the Judgment Day. That's where you guys were drafted. You're now on Tuesdays on NXT since you're the NXT North American Champion. And then since Finn and Damian are the undisputed tag team champions, they're able to go on SmackDown. You've been appearing with them. So what is your travel schedule like? Are you able to have any home time in San Diego?
I'll tell you what, my days off are usually Wednesday.
Okay.
And that's about it. Because sometimes we'll get lucky and we'll be able to fly out on a Friday, but we have Friday SmackDown, we have live events Saturday, Sunday, then we have TV on Monday, which is Monday Night Raw, and then I go and do NXT on Tuesdays. So our schedule, like I said, we run all of WWE, literally. We're on every show, on every event, everything possible, multiple segments. The Judgment Day is WWE.
I agree, man. I've been loving everything you guys have been doing with the Judgment Day so far. And I'm curious, though. I feel like ever since you joined them a year ago now, Clash at the Castle, you guys have been on this amazing run. But Judgment Day, when the early incarnation of them, it wasn't necessarily clicking with the WWE Universe. But since Finn joined and then you joined, you guys have been just the hottest story now in WWE. So, what is the secret to the Judgment Day's success so far?
I think whether the people like it or not, the secret was kicking out Edge, and bringing in Finn and myself. Because and somehow, some way, I've always said this: the four of us are just a giant melting pot between an Australian, a Puerto Rican, an Irishman, and a Mexican. And dude, it somehow works beautifully. I don't know how it happened. We all just kind of get along. We're literally one giant family, and it works.
And I agree. I love watching Raw every week and now SmackDown. But the great thing about tuning in is the amount of heat, if you want to call it that, just the attention you get from the WWE Universe. Just there are so many times every week you have the microphone and you're not able to get a word out. Just the crowd is just reacting, booing you. I'm just curious for you, like, how do you able to roll with that? Because I'm sure it probably takes an emotional toll to a certain extent, the real person that you are, but at the same time, you have this character you're trying to play. How do you balance just rolling with that and just continue not to let it get to you?
Believe it or not, it doesn't really get to me, because I don't really care about their opinions, right? Like it's like they can boo me all they want, but I'm the man. Like,
Yeah.
and I understand that. And like I have Rhea telling me, I have Finn and Damien backing me up. Like it doesn't affect me because at the end of the day, they don't want to hear me speak, so I have to beat it out into my opponent that I'm in there with. And it just, it sucks for them because now they have to watch their favorite guy get beat up by their least favorite guy.
Exactly. And it's really interesting. So I was at WrestleMania 39 up at the press box at SoFi Stadium watching your match with your dad. I love your entrance coming out with the police. You had the handcuffs, you had your dad's mask on. When you took the mask off, and this is something I noticed, just your swagger and your confidence, your body language walking to the ring. I was with my friend and coworker. I was like, dude, he's got it. Like we could tell that it factor. I wonder for you, from your perspective, was that the day you kind of it all came together? But I feel like ever since then you've been able to take things to the next level. But just watching, just my own observation, I felt like, dude, he's got it. Like right there, that moment. So just looking back on WrestleMania 39, how was that for you?
Man, WrestleMania 39 was a hell of a ride,
Yeah.
and like you said, that entrance, I don't know if it was with the entrance or uh, just looking back at how everything went down, because it was my first WrestleMania singles in the giant stage against my dad, 2 hours away from home. And to me, in my head, when I was told about my entrance, I was thinking, man, that sucks. I'm not going to be able to walk down the giant
Mhm.
WrestleMania ramp.
Yeah.
Everyone wants that feeling of going down the ramp. But then I thought about it and I was like, dude, I have my own entrance at WrestleMania coming in through the crowd. I was like, everyone goes through that ramp. Nobody gets a special entrance like this. I was like, so once that kind of settled in, I was like, yeah, I was like, I got this and I'm here to show them what I got.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I loved everything you've been doing. I know we're limited on time. I do want to ask you real quick. Chicken tenders. Finn and Damien did an interview recently, and they said they're kind of limited on where the Judgment Day can go out eat after a show because it has to be a spot that has chicken tenders for you. So, can you confirm this? And do you have a favorite place you like to go to get chicken
I
tenders?
I can fully confirm this, but I don't know why they're complaining. The shows end at 11 p.m. and there's nowhere really to get food. So it's like the best we get is bar food and there's always
Yeah.
chicken tenders. So it's like either way it works out. But I would say my f- my favorite chicken tender spots definitely got to be Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
Raisin Cane's, and I'll tell you what, man, back in the day, the McDonald's chicken strips, like the chicken like gold, those were so good. And I don't know
Yeah.
why they stopped. I guess because people got carried away with the 20 chicken nugget things, but like don't get me wrong, I love me some nuggets. But tenders are just where it's at. If you mess up chicken tenders, you probably shouldn't be making food.
Exactly. One last quick question. I know on Raw, Judgment Day, you guys been really busy with Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I feel like this is just me guessing, just playing fantasy booking here. I feel like this is potentially leading to something big. Fall season is Survivor Series, and while it's not advertised, last year we did get WarGames. Is that something you would like to see, Judgment Day? I mean, you got JD kind of hanging out with you guys, loosely affiliated. Is that something you want to see down the road? Is Judgment Day compete in a WarGames match?
You know, whatever it takes to keep me away from locked cages and locked doors, I'm all for it. I'm not willing to put myself into, another cage, especially with, a bunch of other grown men, but it is what it is. Prison Dom ain't afraid of anybody. But when it comes down to Survivor Series, and if it does happen to be a War Games, I just know that nobody's touching the Judgment Day. We're the crew to beat, and we are the crew. So at the end of the day, whoever wants to step in there with us, good luck.
Awesome. Well, Dom, listen, I know we're running out of time. So happy to talk to you. Thank you again for everything. Go check out WWE and to come to the Bay Area. The Super Show will be at the Chase Center on September 30th, Monday Night Raw, SAP Center in San Jose on Monday, October 2nd. And also check out NXT No Mercy, also going to be on September 30th, streaming live on Peacock. Congrats on everything so far, and looking forward to seeing you in person in San Jose. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man, for having me.
Awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.